A video went totally viral over the weekend, and I'm going to show it to you in full in just a moment, of Indian Navy's marching and military band chilling out, warming up and playing some fun, popular Bollywood tunes. I mean, not such a big deal. You've seen military bands play popular tunes from time to time because that's how it is. And this wasn't even part of the actual parade or the beating retreat. This was just part of an in-break warm-up where the military band personnel have some fun playing some popular filmy ganas. But one Trinamool member of parliament has said she is sick to her stomach and called this the Modi and Shah influence on the Indian military. Clueless, ignorant, and totally self-expository. So these are the questions we're asking Mahua Moitra and other politicians like her who have sought to deride the Indian military and the defense system by saying that they are sick to their stomach and also vicariously hit out at Bollywood, basically insulting and snobbery at every level. Question number one, are netas like Mahua Moitra clueless about warm-up tunes in military bands? Are they not aware of this protocol? Are netas so keen to point score that facts simply don't matter anymore? Are Bollywood tunes not part of India's culture? What's wrong with Bollywood tunes? Why can't military bands and marching bands play Bollywood tunes as part of their warm-up? Why is Mahua Moitra so insulted and sick to the stomach by all of this? What's wrong if soldiers warm up to popular tunes? Has the Trinamool MP displayed venom, snobbery and ignorance by her completely silly and, ill-informed tweet is the question that we're asking right now. And you don't have to believe only me. Take a look. Abhishek Bhalla is our defense editor. He's with me live. Abhishek, the Navy must be wondering, what kind of soup they've landed themselves in. Because as far as I can remember, military bands play Bollywood songs as part of warm-up for years together. There's nothing new about this. This is perhaps the only time when the video has come out and gone viral in this current political atmosphere where everyone is already trigger happy. But isn't this part of warm-ups anyway?
Shiv, to begin with, if somebody doesn't have a smile watching that video, then they clearly don't know what the brighter side of life is and how people have fun. And that's exactly what those guys were doing. They were just having some fun, and these rehearsals start really early morning, and in the cold winter of Delhi before sunset. That's when they come out of the streets to start practicing. And in between, if they decide to have a little bit of fun and unwind, there's certainly nothing wrong with that. They get into the groove by playing these tunes, dancing a bit, feeling a bit light, because it's not easy in the cold of Delhi when everybody's sleeping in their homes. These guys are out rehearsing for the Republic Day parade day after day, and that's exactly what they were doing. And frankly, Shiv, when I heard the tune as it was on air, I was tapping my foot myself. So I don't know what problem would anybody have to see people just having some fun there.
Check, you're so right about that, and you've made me want to play that entire clip again for myself and our viewers. So before I go to my guests and debate this entire issue, let's just play out these amazing Indian Navy sailors having an amazing fun time out there in the winter. Take a look at this beautiful video. so true. I mean, you've got to be, there has to be something wrong with anyone who doesn't like this, far less be sick to the stomach. Riju Datta, my friend from the Trinamool Congress, is with me live. Saurav Sikdar, my friend from the BJP, live with me. Both of them from Kolkata. Thanks, gentlemen, for being with me. Riju, why is Mahua Moitra sick to the stomach? This is such a delightful video of young Indian Navy sailors, all millennials, new generation sailors, having some fun in the winter sun, warming up for their more, formal military music. Why is Mahua Moitra sick to the stomach about Monica, Oh My Darling, and all these other wonderful evergreen Bollywood hits?
Mr. Arun, I just want to say, first of all, right at the onset, that the armed forces are our pride and glory, and we have nothing but utmost respect for.
But Mahua is sick to the stomach by their music.
But let me explain it to you. This video, this warm-up video was shared by the government. Nonetheless, it was shared by the government. And from Abide by Me to Monica, Oh My Darling.
No. Don't mix the two issues. I'm talking only about this video right now. We have a story about Abide by Me coming up next. Talk about this video because Mahua Moitra... Mahua Moitra has only shared this particular video. Riju, don't conflate the issues. She has only talked about this video and said, I'm sick to my stomach. Which means this video has made her sick to her stomach. Why?
If you permit me, can I make my point, please?
Yes.
Yes. Like I said, again I will start. We have the armed forces are our pride and glory, and we have nothing but respect for them. But the video was shared by government of India, rather than goosebumps, why it makes it stick to our stomach is because this is clearly the Modi Shah effect on the armed forces.
Why?
Why I am telling you this? Is this the picture that we want to paint of the armed forces to
Why not?
Dancing to
Why
Monica,
not?
Oh My Darling.
What is wrong with Monica, Oh My Darling? What is wrong with it?
What is not wrong?
Is Bollywood not a part of your culture? Riju? Is Bollywood not a part of your culture? Is it offensive to you?
It is not about culture.
Is it offensive to you?
Culture.
No, I am asking you a simple question. I am asking you a simple question. This is part of a winter warm-up by sailors. It's not part of the actual parade. They're having some fun. It's like them during a break. Why not?
But what? It was shared by the government.
So what? There's nothing to be ashamed of. It's not something to hide.
I will tell you this. In the desperate attempt of the BJP to write our history, what they are doing is they're desecrating history and they're smashing all our culture.
You're jumping from one thing to the other. I'm talking about this one video, Riju. And you are talking about how this is the kind of message we want to send out. I am appalled. I have covered defense for over a decade now, Riju, and I can tell you...
I'll tell you one thing good about this. If you go by the lyrics of the song, "Duniya mein logon ko dhoka kabhi ho jata hai." That is very apt in the current scenario.
No. There's a lot of things good about it. But I just want to tell you, and to all of our viewers, that I have covered defense for a very long time. Military bands, whether it's at Republic Day or otherwise, very frequently they play popular tunes. They play popular tunes, they play Bollywood songs, they play Western hits, they play ABBA, they play other songs. It's part of the culture. It's not a big deal. They don't need to be, so staid in their stuff. And this particular video, especially Riju, was during a warm-up break. It's not even part of the actual thing. Even that I wouldn't really have a problem with. Because there is a hypocrisy. There is a hypocrisy also. Saurav Sikdar, there is a hypocrisy also here. What is so wrong with a Bollywood song? I am amazed about this snobbery over Bollywood. One thing is you want to, encourage the arts and you want to encourage creative people. You want to encourage the film industry. And the next thing you're saying that Bollywood is dirty. Chi. Don't bring Bollywood into the military. Don't make young sailors, play Bollywood songs even when they're in their break. Saurav Sikdar.
Yeah, Shiv, I think Mahua Moitra and Riju does not know the bonding of Bollywood with the Indian Army and Navy. So what you have just mentioned some time back. But one thing I just want to remind Riju, my good friend, that even in Trinamool Congress meeting, openly in Esplanade, Paglu dance happened in the stage, Riju, if you remember. So,
oh my God, make us
so 1 minute. Riju, if you TMC people can celebrate with Bengali flute tunes, what's wrong with Indian Army? What's wrong with Indian Army?
Nothing wrong with that also.
Is preaching us about Bollywood and Bollywood songs. You want to glorify an item number.
No,
and you want to relate it with the armed forces.
What is wrong with an item number?
My God.
I want to call out this sanctimonious culture of our politicians. You know, we are members of parliament, therefore Bollywood is chi-chi, item number is chi-chi, actors are chi-chi. You know, young sailors in the winter have no business playing these songs. How dare our politicians be so sanctimonious is my question. How dare any politician, Mahua Moitra or otherwise, you know, nobody cares about Mahua Moitra, whether she's sick to her stomach or not, about the military, because the military doesn't need certificates from Mahua Moitra. My simple question is, where does this snobbery come from, Riju? This snobbery over Bollywood. What is wrong with a Bollywood?
There is no snobbery.
It is part of our culture. Don't you want Indian culture in the Indian rituals?
We have nothing against this, but the government sharing this to score brownie points for their political gains, and the bakers of Romeo
what political gain?
Beating up couples in parks and bus stands. They are preaching us about armed forces dance.
What is the political gain from? What is the political gain from a Navy march past guys singing Monica, oh my darling? What is the political gain from that, Riju? I'm very curious.
Riju, that is
the political gain is BJP is trying to politicize this and saying that.
I am appalled. You know, we've just lost that link with Riju. We'll just get that back. But Riju, complete your point. We lost you for a second.
No. I just wanted to say that, you know, with the hypocrisy of the current ruling government against Bollywood and everything nice, hunky-dory, suddenly they want to politicize our armed forces by bringing in the desi masala into it.
Riju,
they have to understand this. We did not make this video. We did not. The armed forces of the Navy did not release the video.
Riju, 1 second. Are you trying to sit here and tell me that someone in the government has gone up to the Navy and said, "Bhaiya, aapko Monica, oh my darling, bajana padega is baar"? Are you trying to honestly suggest the Navy does it itself?
Armed forces were warming up to a tune. It is the government that made it popular to bring in the desi culture and get political ground.
What is the big deal?
That is what makes us
the government. You know what I'm trying to tell you is the government's handles. I'm not here to defend the government. I'm only here to defend the tune played by the Navy band. That these social media handles of the government, every year they put out Republic Day rehearsal content. What's the big deal? Why are you so offended? Why are you cherry picking this one video and saying, "Ye political"?
Because I don't think the armed forces should be painted to the nation with this particular tune.
But what are you? That's the question I'm asking. Saurav, I want to bring you in on this again. I am offended by this. Why are you projecting the military in this manner? What manner? What is offensive about this? Please help me understand. What is offensive about a military band playing a Bollywood tune? They are meant, these are all young sailors. They're all in their 20s. They're just in the prime of their lives. Do you not think that they love Bollywood? Do you not think that they also want to play some Bollywood tunes, and that too during a break and during a warm-up?
100% they can. 100% they can. They have every right to enjoy, you know, their practice, and Bollywood is a part and parcel of our life.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But
then Saurabh, my dear friend,
second thing,
why don't you
Riju, let me finish, please.
Riju, let him finish. I'll give you time to respond.
Riju, please let me finish. But this is nothing but a cheap publicity stunt, because you know that TMC leaders and MPs, they are used to it. That interference of government to the all Trinamool Supremo in all government activities. They can politicize Netaji also. So, I mean, for the publicity stunt, they have just raised an issue. Is BJP government or Modi ji, Amit Shah instructed Indian Navy to play that band? They have full liberty to play all this.
I just find the hypocrisy and the snobbery of this entire tweet by Mahua Moitra breathtaking, Riju. I'll tell you for another reason, because I know for a fact that Mamata Banerjee, you know, your party boss, you know, has reached out to people in civil society in Bollywood. When she was in Mumbai late last year, she met with many members of the film fraternity. So she obviously has a lot of affection, for Bollywood, which is why this sounds so silly from Mahua Moitra. It goes completely against the kind of sentiment that Mamata Banerjee wants to put out.
We have nothing against Bollywood. But what BJP is preaching here, then why don't they make Monica Oh My Darling and songs like Mehbooba Mehbooba from Sholay, their calling cards and their color tunes in Dinda Upar Dal Mar?
What does this have to do with BJP? My question to you is, Monica Oh My Darling, Monica Oh My Darling, Dancing Queen by ABBA, Boney M songs by Nazia Hassan, songs from Disco Diwane. These songs have been played by these military bands for years together. That is, my dear brother, I am trying to tell you that these are not new. This is not something that has suddenly happened now. You are harping on a government handle putting out this video. They've been doing that also for years together. So why are you so offended? What is this really about? How does this help the BJP?
I think the sentiments of the people are hurt and they don't want to paint the armed forces in this light.
Nobody's sentiments are hurt. Nobody's sentiments are hurt except for Mahua Moitra and maybe a handful of frustrated military veterans who've got nothing better to do than be irritated about anything that happens in the country these days.
Fully agreed.
Nobody else is offended. Everybody else is tapping their feet to this beautiful, rendition of, a song that many in this generation may not have even heard. There's a lot of discipline there. These are guys who are out there in the freezing cold waiting to put up a fantastic show in front of the entire country. They have a responsibility on themselves to try and attract youth into the military as well. So they've got to find a way to do things that appeal to youngsters. And if it means playing some Bollywood tunes during the break, why not? Is my question. I'm going to end this discussion there. We haven't gotten many answers, but I think the political atmosphere that we have right now perhaps means that crossfires and barbs of this kind are par for the course. Riju and Saurav, my friend, thank you very much for being with me here on this discussion here on 5 Live. Well, like Riju also pointed out, there's been a political crossfire also over a famous military tune, Abide With Me, no longer being part of the beating retreat rituals this year. It's been removed and been replaced with Ae Mere Watan. Political critics of the government say this is unacceptable. Take a look.
The colonial era hymn, which always dominated beating retreat ceremony, to mark the wrapping up of the Republic Day Gala, part of Republic Day events since 1950. It will no longer be heard this year. Replaced with indigenous patriotic tunes, many of which are from Bollywood, and have captivated India's collective psyche for long. Abide With Me is said to be Mahatma Gandhi's favorite tune. Its omission adds to the list of controversies in run-up to Republic Day. From merging of the eternal flame at Amar Jawan Jyoti to row over alleged exclusion of tableaus of some states which was denied by the centre. The opposition sees this as a frivolous purge to undermine India's great legacy.
It's very, very sad that in the 75th year of our independence, the government should decide to abandon the hymn Abide With Me. It hurts a lot of thinking people, sensitive people.
But the move has been defended by the government, sources said. The government wants to include maximum number of Indian tunes. This year, being the historic Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, playing of the Indian tunes is considered more appropriate. Ae Mere Watan Ke Logo is an Indian tune and pays respect to all who laid their lives for the safety and integrity of the nation, India. A couple of days ago, a popular Bollywood song was played during the full dress rehearsal of the Navy personnel for the Republic Day parade. In another change to Republic Day celebrations, the government had decided to start the events from Sunday to include Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose's birthday in the gala. So on 29th of January, the sun will set over the Raisina Hills with a different tune resonating in the air. Bureau Report, India Today.
just a couple of days away. India is gearing up for this annual celebration. The parade this year is going to have the grandest flypast ever, with a total of 75 aircraft. Foggy conditions over Delhi are giving people heebie-jeebies over whether they'll be able to see anything at all, but fingers crossed. 75 aircraft, including 5 Rafale fighters and planes from the Indian Air Force, will be part of it. This is just a preview of some of the glorious images that you'll be treated to on Republic Day. And of course, remember, India today has the maximum number of cameras trained on it. Enjoy.